back to my second channel. Five Below has officially entered the dupe chat with $1 and $5 versions of products that look eerily similar to a lot of our favorites that you can get at like Sephora and Ulta for 10 times the price. And with barely any information on these products on the Five Below website, I had to do some serious investigating on all of the ingredients, and then of course I'm going to test all of these out with you to see if they're any good. Let's put these lookalikes to the test. We are starting with this whipped sunscreen. I'm sure many of you remember this because it was like the viral product of last summer. The original brand is Vacation. It looks like whipped cream, but it is literally sunscreen, SPF 30 to be exact. And I got this new one because I'm actually so excited about it. It is a shimmer one. So they put glitter in it as if this couldn't get more fun. Okay, I've actually never tried this stuff. This is my first time. Dispense a ping pong ball size and apply. I'm gonna put it on the table so we can just compare like the actual how it comes out of the can. Whoa, that looks exactly like whipped cream and I can see it shimmering. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, so this is $25 version. The can is very nice, the packaging's nice. And then here is our $5 Five Below. It's called the Whip Screen. You can tell they definitely like tried to copy this one with like the logo on the top, also SPF 30, an amount of product, 4 ounces, 4 ounces. But let's see if it's as satisfying. Oh, why does it look used? I don't love that. Like the seal is broken. Oh, I don't love that at all. Oh no. Yeah, we did in-store pickup, so like there is a good chance somebody just opened it in the store. Why would they give it to us still? Yikes. Okay, well, let's spray it. I mean, it does kind of give that like whipped shape, but yeah, it's struggling. Okay, nice. The question is, how is there a $20 difference between these products? Obviously, it's like not coming out of the can. It's also like not as thick as this one. If you get like a close-up of the actual cream, it's a completely different texture. But a lot of the answer as to the price difference lies within the ingredients. Five Below definitely uses more basic sunscreen ingredients that might not be as reliable, but I am going to test that. I actually got some UV stickers that I'm gonna test out this weekend and see if they're like really truly the same SPF. The Vacation version just uses more balanced SPF ingredients, and then there's also some like skincare bonuses in this formula. It's been 3 hours, and as you can see, the Vacation one is kind of like half and half, maybe like 3/4, but the Five Below is pretty ready for reapplication, so I wouldn't say it's equal. Okay, this next one actually keeps duping me. I have to like keep checking the name to tell which one is which, because they did a good job. But this one's crazy because one of these is $1 and one is $35. I'm like, at a glance, can you tell? $1, $35. What do you think? Like, what? They must have found the exact factory that these are made in because that's crazy. What? Okay, so for $1 singular dollar, this is Plumping Lip Gloss in Strawberry. I'm gonna do the $1 one on one side of my lips and the $35 one on the other and see if we can tell any difference. Our $1 lip plumper looks suspiciously like the Charlotte Tilbury one, the Pillow Talk Plumping Gloss. And we're about to find out if there's a $34 difference between the two. The Charlotte one does come in like a cute little box, so there's that. Gosh, I'm kind of scared after that sunscreen that this one's gonna be used. Oh, we're about to find out. I mean, it looks okay. Weird. Here's what the applicator looks like and the color. It has a strawberry scent to it. May experience a slight tingle. That's nice. It's kind of like a sheer light pink. No tingle yet, but we'll let it set in for a minute. I can't get over the packaging and how identical it looks. That's great. Okay, Charlotte. Pretty similar looking applicator. The color is different. This one definitely has more of like a color tint to it. But I'm more basing it off of the plumping effect. Honestly, looks wise though, like if I told you one gloss is $1 and one's $35, I don't know that it's that obvious. The Charlotte one also has like kind of a sweet smell to it. Five Below's starting to tingle. Charlotte tingled right away. This one took a little bit, but yeah, this one's burning more already, even though I put it on second. This one's already starting to die down. Okay, while we're waiting for the results, let's talk about the ingredients. Both do have ingredients that cause a plumping effect, but the Five Below just has a much simpler formula that's focused on shine. And then the Charlotte one has a lot of ingredients that are meant for like hydration and nourishing antioxidants. So once again, more like skincare ingredients in this one. Five Below one is like almost completely done tingling. They did nail the shine though, I will say. I don't know if it's placebo because I paid more, but this side does look like it's plumping more. Not like a lot, but we'll see throughout the video if you can tell a difference. This next one is a perfume. How is this $5? Like in this nice of packaging, before I show you what it is a dupe of, I want to see if you can guess. Soft Cloud, let me just open it for you. Does it look familiar? This is, in my opinion, based off one of the most well-known perfumes, and that is Ariana Grande Cloud. They even did the iridescent packaging. That's crazy. It's gonna be significantly smaller, but 10 times the price. I'm just interested to see if they smell anything alike. Oh, the packaging's so much cuter though. Look, it's like in a little cloud. I've never actually owned this perfume. That's adorable. Okay, another thing I was curious about. I think this is glass. I was wondering if it was gonna be plastic, but that's glass. What the heck? How did they do that? Smell test. This is exciting. Okay, so for this one, we were trying to investigate and there's no ingredients on the website for this. I feel like that's illegal, but maybe the rule is it just has to be on the packaging, which it is. It's like 2 ingredients, but top notes, lavender, pear, and bergamot. You've had this perfume, right?
I've bought it 10 times.
Is it lavender and pear?
Yeah.
Really? Okay. So they definitely are trying to copy the scent. Why is it that color? I don't love that. Like, looks old, but I was like, maybe the glass is green, but it's not.
It's not green in the product photos online though.
Yikes. Yeah, and on that photo, it's not green, so why is it green? Okay, the base of these is a very similar formula actually, but this one definitely has a lot more like synthetic to it. So let's test them though. I'm gonna start with the real one. This is so cute. Dry a little bit. Oh, that smells good. One thing about celebrity perfumes is they're usually really good. Like I would take a celebrity perfume over a designer anytime. Honestly, if you hadn't told me that it was pear, lavender, bergamot, I wouldn't have guessed that, but it is kind of like a spicy, fruity, a good like everyday perfume. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Let's see if the Five Below even comes close. It's so much more product. That is crazy. And I'm curious, like, is it gonna smell strong or is this gonna be more of like a body mist situation? Let it dry. Wait, that's not bad. It's definitely more subtle. Maybe not as sweet as the real one. Okay, you try. That's cheap.
They are subtle, but since I've like worn this perfume since 2019,
You
I
can
can
tell
tell
the difference.
But like for a kid, I would gift them the Soft Cloud.
Yeah, for like a preteen that's a fan that you don't want to pay $50, this isn't bad.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're pretty good.
Yeah. I still am so confused how we got this for $5, like in this nice of packaging, but.
Because that gets expensive. But yeah,
Yeah.
does that last all day?
I don't know. Well, let's try it. I'm gonna spray both on, and at the end of the day, I'll update you on which one lasts.
Does that one last all day?
Yeah. Okay, sticking with our like scents and perfumes, this one isn't quite as obvious. Once they're side by side, you can totally tell what it's based off of, but can you maybe guess? Solar Flare. Maybe this helps. Brazilian Caramel Dreams is the description of it. I believe this is based off of Sol de Janeiro. Because this actually means, in Portuguese, sun of January. Sun, solar, kind of see the ties. Smells like salted caramel, pistachio, and whipped vanilla. It sounds yummy. And then this one is pistachio, salted caramel, vanilla. So I'm curious to see if they're similar at all because this one is $5 and this one is $38. Amount is 7 ounces and 8 ounces. Pretty similar. The lid looks gross. Like, not only is it cracked, but like low-key looks like something is growing in it. So that's great. Ooh, Five Below. Like the products aren't bad, but the experience you pay for, I guess. Like this is sealed. That's what we like to see, is a seal on our skin products. Okay, so another thing about Five Below is I'm noticing, and maybe you are too, they all have these like brands at the top. This one is Scent X Scent. And we did some digging and none of these brands, including Scent X Scent, exist for sale like anywhere else on the internet. So we believe it's like a white label, private label type situation. I don't know why they don't just put Five Below. Maybe they think it makes it look more legit if there's a brand, but kind of interesting. Ingredient wise, once again, Five Below uses just like simpler ingredients, basic preservatives, but it's really gonna come down to how they smell and how the smell lasts, I think. Try this one. Immediately, I didn't really smell that one when I sprayed it, but I definitely smelled that one, so there's that. Five Below. It's nice. It's very subtle though. Really gotta get in there to smell that one. Yeah, it's nice. Once again, not a bad dupe. That one's just not very strong. I'm gonna spray it on my sleeve for this one and then let you know at the end of the day if I can still smell it. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3. Same thing on this side. I like this one. I've never tried this one from Sol de Janeiro, but it's a fun one. Whoa, this one's crazy, which is weird. All right, I know you've seen this before, but maybe not the $3 Five Below version. This is wild. Like, there's no way they didn't get it. I mean, I guess it's a little different, the actual packaging, but. So this Five Below is a spray hand sanitizer in watermelon sugar, and it has that like Wish brand that's like not a real brand. And this is definitely based off of the popular Touchland spray hand sanitizers, but these cost $10. 1.2 fluid ounce, 1 fluid ounce, so very similar size wise. This one is wild watermelon, so we'll see if they smell different. Both have 70% alcohol, 70% ethyl alcohol. I don't know if there's a difference between those, but a lot more ingredients in the Touchland one for sure. Like some added essential oils and stuff, and then this one's just very basic water, alcohol, a little bit of leaf juice, some vitamin E. Gosh, that is funny how much they copied the packaging though. Okay, I wish there was like a scientific way for me to test hand sanitizer to see if it actually is 70% and actually kills anything, but there they are. So the packaging's a little different, but you can definitely tell what the inspiration was. Wish on this hand. Ooh, it smells nice. It smells like the sour watermelon candies. I like it. Okay, Touchland. Oh, I have a cut on this hand. That's not gonna feel good. This one doesn't smell as sweet, honestly. They feel similar, they smell similar. It's just, it kind of comes down to like, do you trust $3 Wish hand sanitizer? I don't know. This next product is another reason that I think the Solar Flare is copying Sol de Janeiro, because just look at this. This one, I think is very obvious what it's trying to be. Scent X Scent body butter. It's also huge. Looks a lot like the Bum Bum Cream, if you ask me. Well, obviously we're not comparing sizes here because these are wildly different, but for this giant tub, it costs $5. $24 for one that's significantly smaller. Once again, we have a nice seal on this one. And this one, is there at least gonna be like a cap inside? Okay, good. It's a little bit open, but there's at least a seal. No, it's definitely a little open. Oh, I don't love that. Literally for like that reason alone, I would say like don't get this stuff because that's sketchy. Let's see, leaves skin smooth, moisturized, and smelling great all day. So both of these ingredients wise do have like moisturizing agents in them, like shea butter and coconut oil. Sol de Janeiro just has a lot more ingredients, like plant extracts, antioxidants, caffeine-rich extract. Fancy. That doesn't look great either. Ew. But it was sealed, so. Let's see if they feel or smell different. I'm gonna put them on the top of my arm to try to not interfere with our perfume test. Smells nice. Similar to our pattern so far, it's a subtle smell, but it's nice. We'll see how it absorbs over the next couple minutes. Okay, and then our Sol de Janeiro. The texture of the stuff feels very similar, I will say. This one's taking a second to rub in though. Stuff's thick. Every time I go to smell this one and then go back to this one, I can't smell anything, which makes it really hard to compare. Yeah, if you're going for smell, this one's definitely better. As far as like shimmer and glow goes, so far, pretty similar. Absorption, also very similar so far. I don't know, once again, maybe I'll just check back at the end of the video and see if I feel more hydrated on one side or the other, but not a huge difference so far, other than the smell. Okay, now we're diving into our skincare segment of the video. This is interesting to me. We're starting off with daily facial spray. This is $1. Let me double check that. Is this actually? This is quite literally $1 single. How is that possible? I feel like water in this size would be more expensive than this. Like, what? But it claims to be hydrochloric acid. It's supposed to calm and soothe skin. You spray it on in the morning and at night. And this, I believe, is based off of this Tower 28 Daily Rescue Facial Spray. SOS Save Our Skin, kind of the same idea. It soothes, purifies, and renews. Happy solution for angry skin. My skin is always angry. My skin is always red, so I was really excited to test these out. The Tower 28 one is $28. Do you think they did that on purpose? That's adorable. I tried it over the weekend, so here is Past Hope testing this stuff out. As far as like the actual container goes and the spray, they both sprayed on very nicely. I don't really have a whole lot to say about the spray, but I will show you the morning results. And honestly, I feel like on the Tower 28 side, my skin looks slightly less red. I don't really feel like the cheap one did anything, but I am now a fan of this Tower 28 one. Ingredients wise, they both contain this hypochlorous acid that is supposed to soothe your skin. Tower 28 definitely has a more minimal and gentle ingredient list. Five Below has like added fragrance, which I feel like is not great for your skin, and witch hazel, which I feel like can have the opposite effect of soothing. So it didn't irritate my skin, but I don't feel like it helped. And that's how I feel about this $1 face spray. This one I like. This one I'm probably gonna keep using. Next up in our skincare routine, this one's crazy. For $5, we have the Five Below Glow Glycolic, that's a tongue twister, serum for exfoliating and resurfacing, and they literally gave it to us without a lid. But as you can see in the photos, when it has its lid, does it remind you of anything? If you answered drunk elephant, if you answered drunk elephant, you are correct. However, the drunk elephant not only came with a lid, but it came in this cute box. So there's that. $5, and then drunk elephant is $90. This is an $85 difference. That's crazy. This has been a $5 experience so far though. Like, why would they just, once again, this was in-store pickup and they said, here you go, with it just looking like this. There was probably some in store that had a lid. They just hated us. I don't know. Danny Beauty by Daniel Creations. Okay, is this a real brand? This one might be. Okay, when I search Danny Beauty, just Five Below comes up. They did a good job on that one, making it look like a real brand, but it's literally not. Okay, let's talk about the ingredients though. So both do have glycolic acid in them. I thought it was illegal to not put ingredients on packaging, but Drunk Elephant does seem to have a stronger blend of antioxidants and soothing ingredients. It better for $90 have the most ingredients. That is crazy. So here I am over the weekend putting it on. I'm gonna be honest, when I woke up in the morning, I didn't notice like that big of a difference as far as like resurfacing or my dead skin being gone or my pores looking different. So I don't think this really did anything, but I also don't know that I would pay $90 for this again. I guess one of those things that like maybe if your preteen wants Drunk Elephant so bad, like here's a $5 version, but also it's a $5 version. So proceed with caution, because I don't know. It's like, is there anything holding them accountable to actually have a decent amount of glycolic acid in this? I don't know. It's weird. Okay, next up. Before I show you the product, so Five Below has this entire skincare line. They're calling it the Amora skincare, and just like, look at this bundle and tell me it doesn't look like the Bioma stuff. Like just the vibes I feel like are very similar. So I got the moisturizers to compare. This one is $5, Hydrate and Glow Face Cream, and then I also got the Bioma Hydrate and Balance. This one is $15.99. Whoa, look at all the ingredients in this thing. That's crazy. So both are meant to hydrate ingredients wise, but the Bioma is like specifically formulated to help strengthen your skin barrier. Also, Amora once again has added a fragrance. Let's see what it smells. I don't smell anything, but there's added fragrance. And then less soothing, calming, smoothing ingredients for sure. Okay, so this one I also tested out over the weekend. I did Amora on half my face, Bioma on half my face. As far as like how they went on, the Amora is definitely more of a cream, and then the Bioma had like a little bit of a gel texture to it, but the way that they like sat on my skin felt kind of similar. The Amora was definitely thicker on my skin, and then I felt like the Bioma didn't soak in quite as fast. Like it kind of hung out on my skin longer. I don't really know what that means, but that was what I observed. And then when I woke up in the morning, I do actually kind of feel like both sides of my face were equally hydrated. Like they both felt pretty good, which I thought was interesting. So I'm gonna say this is maybe not a horrible moisturizer, just make sure it's sealed when you buy it, I guess. Okay, this next one's fun. It's a hair product and the packaging's crazy. Are you ready for this? Here's our Five Below. It's the Shine Cloud Coat Magical Mist, and it's supposed to make my hair nice and shiny. I need to have damp hair, so I'm gonna dampen my hair, spray and comb through, blow dry it, and it should be pretty. This is also the Amora brand, I guess. 6.7 fluid ounces for $5. Okay, and I think it is based off of this little guy, the Wow Dream Coat Supernatural Spray. This one, however, is 1.7 fluid ounces and it costs $12 for this little guy. So very similar instructions, damp hair, spray and comb throughout, blow dry. Interested to see if there's a difference. My hair is so dry right now, so if either of these work, I feel like we're gonna be able to tell. I am so confused what is happening here with this nozzle. Like this is just a regular spray, but what is that? The full-size Wow looks like this?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never seen a spray nozzle like that. Get my hair damp, be right back. Okay, time to add our shine. Spray each section liberally. Okay, I don't know what that means, but that was 12 sprays. Should I keep going?
Yeah.
24 sprays, and then I'll do 24 sprays on this side too. I hope this does something. I'm really excited to see, actually. Time to blow dry. My hair feels a little better on both sides. This is absolutely crazy, but this side feels better. And it was the cheaper one. I don't know how that's possible. What the heck? Like it feels smoother, shinier. And that's all it's supposed to do, right? Like this side looks frizzier, right? Than this side. Interesting. Wow, that's the first one where this one's like a clear winner. I'm shocked. Update on the moisturizer, they look and feel the same. So there's that. Neither of them have absorbed completely. They're still just hydrating and glowing on my arms. Okay, it's been like 4 hours. Update on my scents. Sol de Janeiro and Ariana Grande both still smell great. I'm like shocked by how much the Sol de Janeiro still smells. However, on our Five Below side, nothing. Nothing on the Solar Flare and maybe something on the Perfume, but even that I might just be picking up some of the smell from this arm. So this is more of a body mist that lasts like maybe an hour. Not great. Well, I was definitely surprised by some of these. I'm not telling you to buy or not buy any of these products, by the way. That was my experience. You have that information, do with it what you will. Make sure to check out my MCoBeauty video if you enjoyed that one. That's another cheap versus expensive beauty video that was fun. And we will see you guys in the next video. Say bye, YouTube.